If you've watched my channel for a while, you know that I like upgrading my CNCs. From the 4040 Reno that I upgraded in size, then in spindle, and my end goal here was a really big CNC that can cut half sheets of plywood, make furniture out of it, and this is what I have now, with my upgraded PROVerXL 4030S upgraded to 1010 by 1010 with a closed loop motor system. This is all amazing, and the spindle it comes with, the 710 watt router, works fine. But with all those top of the line upgrades, I had the itch to upgrade my spindle. And Genmitsu sent me this 1500 watt water cooled spindle to set up and put to the test and review for all you to see. Thanks for sending this over. I've been geeking out all week setting it up, and let me show you how it went. The kit comes with a controller, also called VFD, the spindle, a 80mm mount with a few adapters for different machines, but works as is on mine, and the water pump which pushes water through the spindle, cooling it off during the job. Let's get it all set up. It's a little complex, but I love it. It's pretty easy, just a lot of stuff to make sure it goes right. Right away I went with the coolest part of the install, setting up the spindle mount and adding the spindle, giving me a little preview of the final result, but there's a lot more to do. The mount is a standard install, just make sure not to cross thread anything and leave it loose to drop the spindle in. That thing is heavy, feels super heavy duty, I can't wait to get it going. I won't go into all the details of the install in this video. I plan to release in the following days a full install guide, so if you plan to get yourself one of those or did, check out my channel for the install guide, it'll be complete, and go through a lot of the cool electrical additions that I did to sync it up with the vacuums, the water pump, separate circuits for the vacuum and spindle, and a lot more things to make this the little factory that I want it to be. Next, I passed the water tubes along my vacuum line, and that was simpler than I expected. The range of motion was easy, and I got it up to the shelf where I plan to keep the water, or in my case, RV antifreeze, which is safe for machines and not toxic fume-wise, while keeping your liquids clean of any mold or fungus. Next, I passed the cable through the harness, removing the old AC cable for the router, as I have no plans to return to that after using such a nice spindle. The water pump, I plan to put it up on the shelf, and from the specs of the pump, it should be able to push that up easily, and I confirm that it does. This keeps the pump away from all the traffic, avoids any accidents. It's the perfect spot in my case. Please make sure to watch the install video for details on all of that. I'm quite proud of the setup. While you're at it, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel a ton. Thanks to all subscribers. Now with all this set up, it's ready to use. It's the same thing as the router to use, except with one exception. You're better off preheating the spindle before using it. It's best not to send it full blast like a router. You do that by running about a quarter speed for a minute, half speed another minute, 3/4 speed another minute, and then full speed, and it's ready to use. I can finally get to the project I've been wanting to make, that I got this huge chunk of walnut for. I sell them all and it'll make close to $1,000, so let's get to it. The model, I found it on Etsy, and it comes with full commercial rights. You can sell as many as you want. I scaled it to the wood I wanted, and got it in two operations, one to remove the bulk of the material, then an operation called parallel. It finalized it with a smooth finish. The advantage of the spindle compared to the router is mainly its ability to keep a high torque when engaged, which gives you a much better finish, less deflection and other problems related to the bit moving through materials. Once it cuts, it's obviously a little louder, but it's nowhere near the same kind of aggressive sound that using a router does. This is going to be a lot more tolerable for the people in my house, and for me, with my hearing protection on. This machine I plan to run a few times per week, get the items on the marketplace, and my next two tests are related but sold separately. I want to make a bread cutting board, and a set of bread knives. I'll test them with some maple and cherry to get going, but I plan to make some awesome glue-ups that separate me from the others on the market, get the edge, and get some good profitable sales. With this power and speed, it's easy to use thicker materials and just let it surface its way down like I did for this breadboard. Back when I worked on some sewing machines, I could wait half a day to cut such a project, and now it's taking barely a few minutes. So far, I've only got positives to say about this spindle. It's been amazing. The only downside I'd say is you have to preheat it. You can't just start a project immediately. It takes a few minutes to get going. It did awesome on the breadboard, barely any finishing needed. And I've got a new downcut bit that should bring that to nearly zero. If you want more technical CNC videos and build videos every week, I have a lot of that here. But I have a specific channel, the G-Code Corner, where I'll go deep on details, projects, plans, and get those machines the use they deserve. Check out the links in the description if you're interested. I'd love to have you on board there too. Now let's get back to the computer, get some files ready to get 2 bread knives. I got 10 lathes, but let's start with the 2 maple ones. It's a simple shape, but I paid $3 for it on Etsy, quicker than making it myself, and I'm right to work. Those came out perfect for the blades I got, so I just need to give them a small round over with the router, pre-drill a small hole, attach the blades, and they're ready to go. There's a ton of big files on Etsy to make stuff quick, with full commercial rights. I'm not associated with any of those people, but out of how easy it is to get going. Now I make benches, and I sell a lot of them. And it's about time I make one on the CNC, so let's do that. Again with Etsy files, and within 10 minutes on Millmage, I was ready to cut those on the CNC. I put my speeds up to 3500 millimeters per minute, which is a lot faster than I did before, and I'm sure I'll be able to go even faster soon. The sound difference is awesome, it just feels a lot cleaner, it's hard to put on camera. Within only 20 minutes this was done, it's really quick. I'm amazed at all the time I'll be saving. The spindle helps for the speed, but overall this machine is now pretty awesome with the closed loop motor, expanded bed, and now water cooled 1500 watt spindle. This lets me get projects done in single days, as I've been doing here on the channel a lot. Assembly took no more than 15 to 20 minutes, painting is what took most of the time in this. I get those pieces of plywood for free or very cheap on the marketplace, and I plan to sell this bench for $70 to $80 for a very interesting profit for the time put. Thanks for watching for everyone interested in this tech, because I sure am. Thanks to Genmitsu for supplying me with this machine and upgrades, I appreciate it, and I'll put them to good use this year for sure. Subscribe for more, check out the G-Code Corner channel linked in the description, where I left links to all this cool stuff too. Check them out if you're interested, it's a great deal for a home CNC setup. Now I'll get back to work making some cool items to sell. See you next time.